Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar session brought to you by Excelia France and Siksha.com. Students, this is an exclusive informative session on the programs that are being offered by Excelia to all international students. And before we move further, I would like to introduce our presenter from the institute. So we have Mr. Suyog, who is the head of international development for Indian subcontinent at the institution, and he will be doing the presentation for all of you. Student, an important note for all of you: if you wish to ask questions to Suyog, I will request you to please post your questions in the chat in the questions section. We will be taking all the questions at the end of the session. If you wish to ask questions to him directly, I will request you to please click on the raise hand tab. Siksha will unmute you and you can ask your queries directly to him. I would now request you to please start with the session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lakshmi, for arranging this such a wonderful webinar. So my name is Suyog Patkar, as she has explained it to you. I'm the head of international development for Excelia. And today we will be talking about what are the ways you can explore your career options in Excelia in France. Okay, so before moving ahead, talk about Excelia, we need to know certain things about France. Why should somebody choose France for their study options? Okay, because there are a lot of countries in the world and everybody are interested to know about most of the things. But then among all those things, all those countries, why we should choose France for your studies? So there are 4 different pillars where France is standing. So first is our education system, second is our language, third is our economy, and then everybody loves temporary residential permit. So we'll talk about all those 4 things one by one. So when you talk about best business school or best hospitality and tourism school in the entire world, when we talk about those schools, France is one of the topmost destination for the education for hospitality tourism and for business also. Because when you talk about that top 100 business schools in the world, among those top 100 business schools, approximately 30 to 35% of the schools are coming from France. Okay, so when you take the degree from France and then when you wanted to go somewhere else in the world or you wanted to stay in France also, you have multiple options open for you because French degree is valid all over the world. We are the second largest education system who has most number of triple recognized schools. Okay, so first number is coming to UK, which has the largest triple recognition schools, and after that it is France. Triple recognition means ACSB, AMB, and EQUIS. This is the highest recognition in the entire world, which has been provided to the business school. Only 1% of the colleges around the world has it. So if you are looking for business management course, if you have any of this recognition, your business management course is one of the topmost. Okay. Now we have the best education. Providing that, we also have a best language in the world. When you talk about economic terms or when you talk about the financial terms, France is the second most spoken language in the world. Apart from that, normally also when you see the most spoken language, in that also French language comes under the top 3. So currently we are in the 3rd language. In Europe, again, French language is the second most spoken language. So what happened is that most of the students, when they think about studying in France, they are always get scared of the language. They think I need to learn French. French will be a little bit difficult. If I start learning French, it will create a problem for me in my future to find out a job. But as an Indian student, when you are entering into the international market, you need to understand that English is just the 35% marks for you. When you get into the international market, you need to understand a language, which is a foreign language. So if you have any 1 or 2 additional foreign languages, your international opportunity or international career will boom, because you are not only having English, but also the other languages which are widely spoken. In that, French will help you out. because French has been spoken worldwide. Now, we have the best education, we have the best language which has been spoken. To associate that, we also have the best economy, because as you know, France is in the middle of Europe and it's a part of the European Union and the Schengen visa. So what happened is that once you get the French visa, first of all, you can travel all around the Schengen part, and we have the same currency in the European Union, which is euro. What happened is that you can do your business activities or any of the international activities very easily because you have the one currency system over there. And as a Schengen visa is available to you, you can travel all around the places to find out the job opportunities depending upon the countries. France is a home to a lot of multinational companies, which are not only available in European part but also in India. We have approximately more than 700 French multinational companies currently available in India. So tomorrow, if you have a plan that I will complete my studies in France and then come back to India, whether I will be able to get a job in India? Yes, you have, because there are a lot of French multinational companies who are looking for a French graduate. Okay, in France also, you will not be having a problem because there are a lot of companies who are looking for a person who can speak French plus English altogether. And Indian students are well versed in English. If they put a little bit of effort learning French, job opportunities France is amazing, because entire economy of European Union is dependent upon either Germany or in French. So if you are learning from France, you have a lot of job opportunities available for you. Now, there is a fourth point. When you talk about the permanent residency part, any student who has completed the master's degree in France, which is either Grand École or RNCP, they get a 2-year stay-back option in France. First year is your job search visa. Second year, you can extend it once you get a job. In that case, if you have a job, you can extend your visa multiple times till the time you have a job. And if you complete 5-year working in France, you're eligible for a permanent residency, which is the very easiest way to do it. Apart from that, just take an example. If you start your own business, and if you are in the higher hierarchy, if you learn French very fluently and a lot of things which you have understand related to the culture, you will be able to get a permanent residency in 3.5 years of working in France also. So this is the best way of going ahead, because we have the best education, we also have a best language. To support that, we have a best economy, and as you have a job, you will also be able to get permanent residency. And that's the reason France is the 4th most popular destination throughout the world for international students. Okay, so that is the reason France is one of the topmost destinations. Now, as you have understood about the France, we will move ahead for the Excelia. Okay, now Excelia is a group. Okay, that is our school. And under Excelia, we have 5 different colleges altogether. Excelia Business School, Excelia Tourism and Hospitality School, Excelia Digital School, Excelia Academy, and Excelia Executive Education. Okay, you will be a part of either Excelia Business School or Excelia Tourism and Hospitality School, because these 2 schools teaching subjects in English. If you wanted to learn in French, then the other 3 schools will also be open for you. But our major colleges are Excelia Business School and Excelia Tourism and Hospitality School. Okay. Currently, we have 3 of our own campuses, which is situated in La Rochelle City, Tours City, and Orléans City. Okay. And we have 5 different kinds of program. We have management program, we have business program, we have tourism program, hospitality, which is a part of tourism also, digital management program, and communications related to the languages and other areas. Okay. Now, as I told you, we have of our 3 of our own campus. First of our main campus is located in La Rochelle City, which is 2.5 hours from Paris. In the medium size category, it ranked 3rd in entire France. Okay. Then our second campus is located in Tours City, which is just 1 hour from Paris. And in intermediate size city is rank number 1. Okay. Then we have another campus, which is Orléans City, which is again 55 minutes from Paris. And in the medium-sized category, we are ranked #1. Okay, so these are our 3 main campuses. Apart from that, we have other associate campus also like Niort, Cognac, and Paris, where different kinds of other programs are also happening. I'll come to that part later on once I'll explain you program-wise detail. Okay, but major campus, our main campus is located into La Rochelle City. Okay, now what constitutes a good school? When you're selecting a school from France, I told you about why France is better. Now, when we move ahead, like we have decided, yes, now I understood that France is a better option. So in France now, how do I select a good school? So in entire France, there are almost 250 business management schools. Okay, among them, 42 are registered under Conference des Grandes Écoles. Grande École is one of the biggest body. It is like a UGC of India. Okay, so if your degree is registered under the Grande École, you have the highest premium degree in France. Okay, so only 42 among 250 are registered under Conference des Grandes Écoles. Then there is a 25 schools who are registered under the Financial Times ranking. 14 are EESPIG ranking. 23 are coming under AACSB, and 12 are EPAS accredited. So if you see, there are very few schools which are very good, which is private. Then there are other schools which is public university. Public university is always better. That is a different concept altogether. I'll come to that point also. Okay. Now, as a private school, as a what we have, we are registered under Conference des Grandes Écoles. First of all, we also have a Khadde Maste, which is a very important recognition for the bachelor's degree. Then we have EPAS recognition, which is related to the European Union. So if you have the EPAS recognition anywhere in Europe, your degree will be recognized. So this is the major recognitions which we have. Apart from that, as I told you, we have international recognitions called triple recognitions: EQUIS, AACSB, and AMBA. Only 1% of the colleges around the world has this. After that, if you see, as per the Financial Times ranking, in entire world, currently we rank 48. If you look at our QS ranking, which is, I have not mentioned it here, but yes, if you look at our QS ranking in entire world, we again come under top 100. So different programs has a different rankings. So you can see, if you can go to the QS ranking options, you will see a lot of programs of our are appearing into it. Apart from that, as per the economist ranking in France, throughout all French schools, we rank 7th. Okay, so this is major ranking for our business management program. Now, if you are looking for hospitality and tourism, you can see here there is a UNWTO TEDQual certification. So we have a body called United Nations. Everybody must be knowing about it. Under that, there is a body called World Tourism Organization, which is the biggest body in hospitality and tourism industry. So we have received a TEDQual certification, which is the most prestigious certification for hospitality and tourism. Around the world, only 55 to 45 colleges has this. In Europe, only 12 colleges has this. And in France, we are the only school who got that TEDQual certification. So if you are looking for hospitality and tourism, we are the #1 school in France. Okay, it is nothing related to culinary part. It is all related to the management part. Please understand it. Okay, then we have FLA quality. This is related to the French language. So if you wanted to come in France to learn French, we are still available, and we are the best French language institute also. So these are some of our ranking, and that is the reason Excelia Business School and Excelia Tourism and Hospitality School is a class apart from all the other schools. Very important thing which I told you earlier, that public universities are very prestigious in entire Europe, and we are the only private school in France which is associated with public university. Okay, so any of your program, if you are taking, you also get an option to get a direct entry into public university with us. So normally what happens is that majorly when student wants to apply for public university, they require to have 85 or 90% marks or B2 to C1 level French. And it is a little bit hard to get admission into public university. Okay, when student apply to us, and if they pass our internal examination or interviews and everything, and if they get admission with us, they get an option of a double degree. Once they reach into the campus, we provide them a one seminar. In that, we'll explain them all the things related to this. And then if they are interested into public university, they just have to pay 300 to 350 euros additionally. If you pay that, you are paying the application fees for public university. And as you are going through us, you are eligible to that public university and you will get the admission. Now, how it will work is that you do not have to sit any additional examination, any additional courses, or any additional, lectures or presentations. The course will remain same, your time duration will remain same, and there will be only one examination. However, the program curriculum has been created in such a way that you will be able to get a double degree from us. One degree from Excelia and second degree from one of the public university which I provided over here. Okay, and we are the only private school which is associated with public university. So when you complete the program with us, you always have that double degree, one from private and one from public. Now, what is the difference between private and public is that in private you get a personal attention, because in the classroom there will be 30-35 students only. So professors will be talking to you, they will be teaching you, and they know your names properly. When you sit in the public university, there are 100-150 students sitting, so nobody cares about everything. Okay. However, the value of a degree of a public university is immense. If you're going to the job market and you're saying that I have completed a degree from one of the public university in Europe, you will have the highest level of job opportunities. And that is the difference. With us, you are getting a private attention as per it is a private school, and also you will be getting the added weightage of public university, which will create your resume in such a way that nobody can be denying you. Okay, so this is what the charisma of Excelia. Now, Excelia has a strong international dimension. We have 25% of our international students, 183 academic partners in 50 different countries, and 80 different nationality students are coming. Okay. As per the pedagogy way, 95 professors are there. Among them, 52 are international. 500 professional lectures are always coming on. When you are in the campus, there is always pep talk or any of the company lectures or some of the other things are going on every single time. So you get exposure in such a way that you are getting catered to a lot of other fields. Now I'll come to the program wise. So first I'll talk about the bachelor's program, and then I'll come to the master's program. So any of you who are looking for BBA International, Bachelor of Business Administration. So this is, you can see here, it is not just a BBA, it's a BBA International. Now you will say, what is the difference between normal BBA and BBA International? It's just name gimmick. No, it's not a name gimmick. This program is rank number 1 in a 4-year category, because this will be a 4-year program. And the campus for a BBA program is in Paris. We have Paris campus, which are associate campus, we can say. Over there, our program will be happening. So this is the 4-year program. In that you have 6 months studies, 3 to 4 months of internship, 6 months studies, again 3 to 4 months of internship, 6 months studies, 3 to 4 months of internship, and then 6 months studies, 6 months internship. Now in 3rd year, you will get partner universities. As I told you, we have 150 partner universities in approximately 50 different countries. So you can select one of the partner university, and you can apply over there. So take example, US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, anywhere. If you have chosen any of the our partner university, 3rd year you can go there and complete your 1-year program there, and finally you can come back in the 4th year in France and complete your studies here. Okay, now I'll tell you why it is called as a BBA International, because each year you will be getting to know about different economy as a whole. Normally in India, what happened is when we learn BBA, we only learn about the Indian economy. But in here, every year you will learn about different continents. So take an example, in the 1st year you have learned about Asian continent, 2nd is about the Australian and other world, 3rd year related to American continent, and then 4th year is a European continent. So you learn about the different economy. So when you complete the program, you're well versed with a different economy so that you can work anywhere in the world. And that is the reason it is called as BBA International. In third year, you get a chance to complete your study in one of the different partner university. For that, you also get a certificate. Okay, so this is a 4-year program called as a BBA International. In a 4-year category, it ranked number 1. The fees for this program is 11,550 euros per year. Okay, so for the admission process, it will remain same for all the programs. Okay, for all the programs. So initially, you have to submit your documents, your academic document, your CV, SOP, then passport copy, passport photograph, all these documents. We'll check it, and if it is correct, then we will send you the admission link. Once you apply for the for the program, then after 5 to 6 days, there will be a pre-recorded interview from our side. If you pass the interview, then only you will be able to get the admission. Okay, minimum requirement of applying to BBA program is 50 and above percentage. Okay, and in the interview you need to pass. We do not require IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT for Indian students. If you are from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, IELTS is mandatory. If you do not have IELTS, then we have our own test or any other test related to English, which says that you have a B2 level English, which is recent, maximum 2 years old, not more than that. Okay, you need to provide minimum B2 level certification of your English. If you are an Indian student, then there is no IELTS requirement for you. Okay, if you are apart from India, like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, or any other places, then yes, IELTS is mandatory. Okay, application fees will be 50 euros for all the programs. Now I'll come to hospitality and tourism. As I told you, we about the TEDQual certification. Okay, so you know that this is #1 program in hospitality and tourism in France. So this is a 3-year program. Here also, first year you have 6-month studies, then you go for 3 to 4 months of internship. Second year again 6-month studies, then 3 to 4 months of internship. Third year 6-month studies, 6 months internship. Here in second year, you have a choice to opt for a Disney track. We are tied up with Disney World. Everybody must be knowing about the Disney World. So we are tied up with them. So Disney World people comes to the campus and they select approximately 40 to 50% of the students who completes their interview. If you get selected, you will travel to University of Delaware in US to complete your second year there. You do 6 months studies and then you go for 6 months internship with Walt Disney. Okay. For this, there is an additional fees which has been charged, which is called as approximately 3,000 to 3,500, but only if you get selected. If you do not wish to go for that, you can stay there in France, 6 months studies, 3 to 4 months of internship you can do. Final year, either you are in US or you are in France, you have to come back in the campus to complete your 6 months studies and 6 months internship. Okay. Similar academic requirement are there, 50% and above. Okay, there will be an interview. We do not require the other courses. The IELTS requirement remains same. First year fees is 9150. Here you have to understand, if you are applying on the first year, all the 3 years fees will remain 9150 only. So first year 9150, second year 9150, third year 9150. But if you apply for the second year, then the fees will be 9450 euros. Like just take an example, if you have completed 10 plus 2, that means you are high school, and then you have completed graduation first year or 1 year diploma in the related field, you can get a direct second year entry. And if you get a direct second year entry, your fees will be 9450. Okay. If you get a first year entry for all the 3 years, fees will be 9150. If you get a direct third year entry, because you have completed high school, that means 10 plus 2 and then 2 years of bachelor's or any of the things, then you can, your fees will be 9650. Okay, so this is the fees requirement. Now we'll come to the master's program. We have only 2 master's program, which is called as Master in Management and MSc. Okay. Now, as I told you, we have a Grand Ecole registration. This is all available for Master in Management. So as per the Financial Times ranking, you can see here it's 7th. Economist ranking also 7th. And Master in Management program, as per the Financial Times in the world, ranked 42nd. Okay, this is a French ranking 7th. This is actually a 5-year program. Okay, but if you have completed a graduation, you will start from year 4. You will not start from year 1 or 2 or 3. Your program will start from year 4. Okay, so 4th year will be your first year. You have 6 months studies, 3 to 4 months of internship. In your first year, that means year 4, if you have completed a graduation, you do not need to choose any specialization. You will be choosing a specialization in year 5. Okay, so 5th year is again 6 months studies and 6 months of internship. In this, you will be choosing a specialization. Now, depending upon your specialization, MIM has 3 different categories altogether. Okay, so if you choose a specialization, then we have 3 categories. First category is normal MIM program. Second category is MIM with MSc. And third category is MIM with MBA. Okay, so I'll come to that point now. So you can see here, there are certain specializations which I mentioned. Okay, so take example, the first category of MIM. So if you choose any of these 3 specializations, so we have 3 specializations which are a part of only MIM program, okay, which is called as International Strategy and Diplomacy, Intercultural Management, and Intercultural Digital Strategies. If you choose any one of these specialization in the second year, that means year 5. So I will take an example of Intercultural Management. Okay, so if I have chosen Intercultural Management as my specialization, my degree will be Master in Management specialized into Intercultural Management. Okay, now if you say that in this 3 specialization, I do not see any of the things which is suitable for my own career, I do not want to go for any of this specialization. I want to go for a specialization which is a part of MSc. Okay, so in MSc we have 6 specialization altogether. Okay, actually 7 specialization altogether. I have not put the hospitality management here. So you have international business management, which will be located in La Rochelle campus in the second year. International corporate finance, which will be again located in La Rochelle campus. We have digital marketing, which will be in New York campus. Brand management, La Rochelle. Sustainable supply chain management, global luxury innovation management, and hospitality management. So take an example. In this MSc specialization, you have chosen digital marketing. As you have started with MIM program, you will get Master in Management with MSc specialization into digital marketing. Okay, so in the first case, as you have selected a specialization only for MIM, you got a degree called MIM in Intercultural Management. In the second case, you have chosen a specialization from MSc. However, you have chosen a program of MIM. Still, you have chosen a specialization into MSc. Because of that, you got MIM with MSc specialization into digital marketing or any of the things. Okay. Now, the third category which we have, which is called as MIM with MBA. This student cannot choose it. Okay, college choose it for them. Now, how do you qualify for that? Now, take an example. If you are a student and you have a very good percentage in your year 1, that means year 4 of MIM. Okay, you have done a very good projects. Academically also you are good. And if you are coming into top 5% of the students around the campus of MIM, then only you will be eligible for the scholarship, which comes from Pittsburgh State University from US. Okay, in that case, in the second year, you will travel to US to complete your MBA. Okay, in this case, you will be getting Master in Management from France and MBA from US. Okay, so there are 3 tracks in MIM. Only MIM, MIM with MSc, and MIM with MBA. Okay, fees for the program is 13,500 euros per year because you will be applying for year 4 and year 5. Qualification remains same, 50% and above, and there will be an interview conducted from our side. Now the final program, MSc. This program is having a lot of specialization, and every specialization has a different ranking altogether. Okay, so you can see here there are 2 different categories of MSc. One is a 15 months program, and then there is a second program which is a 24 months program. This is, I am talking about a September intake. 24 months program, you already know, 6 months studies, 3 to 4 months of internship, 6 months studies, 5 to 6 months of internship. 15 months program will have 10 months studies, 5 month internship. For both the program, your entry requirement is similar. If you are a graduate with minimum 50% and above mark, you will be able to get a direct entry in any of this program. Specialization for 24 months program is International Hospitality Management and International Tourism and Destination Management. So if you are looking for any hospitality and tourism related programs, you have 24 months program available for you. However, take an example, if you have completed a graduation and if you have a 3 years of experience in a related field of hospitality or tourism, you can complete that program in 1 year. But you require to have 3 years of experience to apply for 1 year of program in related field. Okay, so either it is hospitality or tourism, that doesn't concern. Okay, but you need to have the experience of 3 years to complete it in 1 year. You need to have graduation plus 3 years experience. For 15 months program, there is not nothing like that. You do not require to have any experience. If you have completed a graduation, you can apply for it. So remaining specialization remains same as I told you earlier: international business management, international corporate finance, digital marketing, brand management, sustainable supply chain management, global luxury and innovation management. Okay, so these are the major specializations. Fees for the 2 years program is 12,000 euros per year, and for the 15 months program is 18,900 euros. Okay, again, academic requirement remains same, 50 euros of application fees. Now, we have internships, as you have seen, and then you must be having a lot of questions that after completing the course, what will be the job market and how do we get job opportunities and all these things. Please understand, for internship and job, everything will remain same. We have a huge alumni network. We have a 7th largest alumni network in entire France. We have the best career center, and we also have a different student association for your different needs altogether. So majorly what happens is that when you are looking for internship and job opportunities, career center are the one, and alumni network are the one which is going to help you out. Every month we have a lectures which is dedicated for the students enhancement. Okay, so it kind of a, what do we say, a personality development thing, where you will understand about how to create a resume, how to approach the company, and what to talk about it, where to find the companies to get internship and job opportunities and all things. Okay, but just take example, if you're starting in September, you should start looking for internships in October. You have to be behind the career center because we have thousands of students in that particular time. If it is your cup of tea, so you have to go and you have to ask career center to find something for you. They will give you lectures, but you have to be behind them to get the things done for your side. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to make sure that you are in touch with career center and you have to touch with alumni network. If you go to a website, you will find out the alumni network. You, once you get the admission, you will get a email ID and password of that. When you log into it, you can see each day approximately 7 to 8 minimum job requirements are always available over there. So you can apply over there. You can find out a lot of different opportunities. Apart from this, we also have job fairs, or you can say campus placements are available. But you need to understand, when you're coming to France, you will be having French companies, French multinational companies. Okay, like in India, when you're looking for a job opportunities, you have Indian multinational companies, right? So they are looking for a person who can speak in English, but also the same domestic language of their set. Same in France. When any company comes to the campus, they are looking for a person who can speak in dual language, French plus English. And that is the reason, majorly when you are looking for a campus placement and all the other things, we always recommend students to start learning French. Okay, because if you have French, getting a job in-house will be much more easier for you. Okay. So apart from that, there is a accommodation portal which we have of our own. You can find out your accommodation if you have any of the what do we say known person in France. You can do it from there also. But also, we also have our own academic accommodation portal. You can go to that portal, and you will be able to find out the accommodation. So it's kind of a makeMyTrip.com, or if you have seen goibibo.com or something like that. All the accommodations will be available on the portal. You can see a lot of pictures, the ratings which has been given to them, and everything. So accordingly, you can book the accommodation, and that will be helpful for you. Okay. So these are certain companies which we have our students are working into. Okay, who comes and select the students from our side. Okay, so that's it from my side. We'll be able to take a questions now.
Thank you so much, Piyok, for the wonderful presentation. Students, we are now ready to take questions. I will request you to please post your questions in the question section. And if you wish to ask questions directly to CEO, please click on the raise hand tab. I will unmute you and you can ask your questions directly. So the first question I'm going to start is from Veronica, and the student has asked that, sir, can you please let us know that when can we start applying for the MS programs?
Okay, so any of our program, you can start making application now. And if you have a very good percentage, I would recommend you to complete your application before 15th of Feb, because there is a IFL scholarship, which is the last date of that government scholarship is approximately, I think so, end of Feb or first week of March. So if you have a very good percentage, college can help you out to get that scholarship. So you will be able to save a lot of money from there end also. So if you are looking forward to getting admission into Excelia, I would recommend you start ASAP.
Okay, moving to next question. This is from Goranvi, and the student has asked, sir, if we do not have any work experience, will that or will we be eligible to apply?
Yes, if you do not have a working experience, that is not a problem. Only if you are applying for direct second year entry, as I told you, if you are applying for 1 year program, then we require 3 years of experience in related category. And 1 year program is only available for hospitality and tourism. Apart from that, we have a 15 months program. In that, if you only have a graduation, you can make an application. That is not at all a problem. So you can make application.
Okay, moving to next question, which is from Sarthak Thakkar, and student is asking, can you please explain approx how much will be the living cost and the part-time job will pay us?
Okay, so first of all, I'll come to the living cost. It depends upon city to city wise. Okay, if you are into the Paris campus of ours, approximately in Paris, 850 to 900 euros is the minimum cost of living. If you are into La Rochelle, Tours, or other cities, then 750 maximum cost of living is there. But I will always ask you to keep minimum 750 only, at least with you. So that's 750. You can take care of your accommodation, food, transportation, and all the other areas. There are certain scholarship which is available on the student residence also, so that your accommodation, the fees will come back to you. But still, 750 euros is the minimum thing. Now, as far as a part-time job is concerned, is totally dependent upon student to student base. Because in France, majorly for part-time job, you required to have a French. French language is most important. And initially for first year, students find it difficult to find a part-time job. However, if you get the part-time job, approximately 20 hours a week is what you can do a part-time job, and 9 euros to approximately 10 euros is what you can earn per hour. Okay. In our case, I always suggest student that if you are coming new in France, you are new to the France, you do not know anyone. For 6 months, it will be difficult for you. However, after 6 months, you have an internship, and internships are paid internships. Okay, any internship in France, which is more than 2 months, are paid internship. Any internship in France which is less than 2 months may or may not be paid as per the French government rule. So if you are doing an internship, you will be eligible to get approximately 700, 800, or 1,000 euros, depending upon the internship which you have found out, which will cover the cost for you in that particular period. But for 6 months, it will be much more better if you can put more effort of getting used to the condition, getting used to the studies. And then in second year, as in the first year, if you have stayed there a long time, and if you started learning French at that time, second year will be much more easier and to find out the part-time jobs. So this is always my what do we say, remarks to all the students if they are looking for studies in France.
Okay. I'll move to the next question. This is from Augustine, and the student is asking, if we are not able to pay all the tuition fee instantly at one go, will it be an installment, and how much is needed, and how and what would be the processing for visa?
Okay, so let me tell you about how does the payment schedule works. So take example, today you have made an application. So for that, you made a 50 euros application fees. In 1 or 2 weeks, you will be having an interview from our side. If you pass the interview, you will get an offer letter from our side. Okay. Once you receive an offer letter, in that there will be the conditions are mentioned. Okay. You need to pay 5,000 euros as an initial deposit to get the admission or secure your seat. So I'll take an example of 13,500 euros as a fees for MIM. So you paid 5,000 euros. Now approximately 8,500 euros is pending. Okay. Now this 8,500 euros you need to pay after you get the visa, but before arriving to France. Okay. There is no installment basis available for the first year, but in the second year you may get it. Okay, but for the first year you need to pay the entire first year fees to sit into the classroom. If you have not paid the full fees before arriving to the France or before starting the classes, you will not be able to sit in the classroom. Second most important thing is that the visa fees is approximately 17 to 18,000 rupees for Campus France, where there will be an interview from your side, from their side. They will validate your document and then they will give you NOC. After that, you will be filing a visa to VFS. Over there, approximately 7,000 to 8,000 rupees additional fees which you have to pay. So all in all, maximum 30,000 rupees are going there. Apart from that, there is additional charges which you will be paying for insurance and travel expenses of yours. Okay, so it depends the cost of ticket at that time and the insurance. So these are the general terminologies of the finance. How do you go ahead with it? Okay, but first year fees you have to pay full. So take an example, now you paid 5,000 in March. Your program is starting in September. You got a visa in August. In July. Take an example. You don't need to pay your fees in July itself. As your program is starting in September, you can make a payment in August. But you need to make sure that if the program is starting in 2nd of September, I need to make a payment 1st of September. Okay, to sit in the classroom.
Okay. Moving to next question. This question is from Dhanya, and Dhanya has asked it. So, what is the difference between the Master of Science in Management 16-month program and the Master in Management program?
Okay, just give me 1 minute. So, when I talk about Master in Management and MSc, so Master in Management is a Grand École program, and MSCs are RNCP approved programs. Okay, so in Indian condition, I will explain you this. So as I told you earlier, it is a UGC. A grant call is kind of a UGC. So in India, we have University Grants Commission, which is the biggest body. And under that, there are so many other recognitions, which is kind of a DT, AICT and all. Okay. So RNCP is kind of a AICTE. So when you are doing any course which is technical or related to a very niche field, it is a part of RNCP. If you're doing any course, okay, that will be a part of grant call. Okay, so tomorrow when you do MIM program, it is registered under the grant call. So when you complete the program, you will be able to get a job in different fields altogether. However, if you see into MSc program, the specializations kind of hospitality management, supply chain management, or digital marketing or something like that. So take an example of supply chain management. If I am doing any specialization into supply chain management, I will be working in supply chain only. I will be not working in other parts of that area. Okay, so this is a niche market. And if you have experience enough, or if you have done anything related to it earlier, it will have much more impact on you to complete it in the 15 months program. Okay, if you have very what do we say new to the management concept, and if you do not know what exactly I have to go for, and I wanted to have an entire business idea, then MIM program comes into picture. MIM is created for those students who wanted to get into the entrepreneurship skills, who wanted to start their own business or wanted to expand their business, because this program has that kind of a different level. So we have what do we say, business game or consultancy projects into it. In the third semester, what happened is that you can select your own subjects. Okay, in third semester. In MSc, you do not get that things. You have a certain level of program which has already been created for you, and you will be applying and completing that program. So that is a difference of MIM and MSc. MIM is always the highest rated program in France. If you do MIM, there is no other program which is bigger than MIM. MSc is little bit lower. I'm not saying there is a like MSc doesn't have a value, but MSc is little bit lower. Now in MSc also there are two categories. Okay, so take an example. If we are doing a 15 months program in MSc, and if you have completed a 16 years of education, that means if you have from the engineering background, where your graduation of is a 4 years. Okay, and then there is a student who has completed a graduation of 3 years. That means he has a graduation of 15, like he has studies of 15 months. So if you are doing a 15 months program, the student who has 16 years of studies, that means the engineering student, they have only 90 ECTS credits because they already have that additional credits with them. But the students who has a 15 years of education, the one like from the commerce background, science background, arts background, for them it will be 120 ECTS credits. So they have to sit for additional 30 ECTS credits extra to complete that 15 months program. Okay, so they have the additional classes altogether. So this program has been created for the students who have already a Master 1 level and wanted to go for a direct specialization into specialization year. So when you are looking for a studies into MSc, in that 15 months, you have 10 months studies of specialization only. And then you are going for 5 months of internship. But in MIM, you are not having that. Initial 1 year, they will make you understand what is a management concept. So if you do not know what exactly I should choose for, in that 1 year, while learning those categories, you will be selecting your specialization in your mind. So that in the second year, when the time comes, you can select a proper specialization for you. Because sometimes whatever we think here in the first instance, we actually doesn't want it to go for that. And that's the reason that 1 year gives you advantage to understand that, yes, I'm studying a management course. Now, initially, I thought that I would like to go for digital marketing, but I think now supply chain is my cup of tea. So I should go for supply chain. That changes is possible in MIM. And this is the difference between MIM and MSc. And that's the reason MIM is always categorized higher. in entire France, or you can say in Europe. I hope it is clear.
Yeah. I'll move to next question now, and this question is from Tanya Day, and student has asked that I have completed MBA and my academic was 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2.
10 plus
So
2 plus 3 plus 2. Okay, yes.
yeah. So if I want to apply for the community management program, should I take admission from the first year itself, or I can apply for the final year directly?
For tourism?
Yes, tourism
Which program?
management program.
Tourism. See, as I told you, for hospitality and tourism, if any of the program, if you're looking for 1 year program, in the 1 year category, currently there is a rule from the French government that the student needs to have at least 3 years of experience, okay, into the related field. If you have the 3 years of experience, even if you have completed these things, you will be able to get direct second year entry. This is not just about us, it is now with all the French schools, okay, because the rule has just came from the French government approximately 2 to 3 weeks back. It's a new rule. Before that, I would have taken you directly into the second year, but now, as there is a rule that if the student has completed any of the graduation, they need to have minimum 3 years of experience in the related field. So if you have that, I do not have a problem of taking you into the second year directly. So you can complete the program in 1 year. However, if you do not have it, I would recommend you to go for a 2 years program, or you can go for 15 months program if other specialization entice you.
Okay. Moving to next question. This is asked by Shaina, and she's asking, so what would be the average salary and if you can share further details on placements after if a student completes MIM program.
Okay, so for MIM program, I would recommend you to go to our website. Okay, in our website, there is a tab called Our Programs. In our programs, you can select Master in Management, and in Master in Management, you can go to Careers. Okay, currently, till as per the last year, we have a 100% job track record for our MIM students, and it is almost different categories has been mentioned. If you go there, it will be much more better, because currently I do not recollect the percentage of students from different field. But yes, the average salary starts from 35,000 to 40,000 euros per year. In 1 or 2 years, it get increased altogether. So you have a wonderful salaries in MI, Master in Management. But I would recommend you to go to the website, and for each program, it is a similar thing. All the careers, in the careers, everything is mentioned. You have to just click on Our Programs tab, then select the program which you wanted to go for. And then in the left-hand corner, there will be career option. And in that, if you select, you will see the entire details.
Okay, I'm going to take last few questions now. Next question is from Omar, and the student is asking, what are the top industries and job prospects in La Roche in La Roche city?
La Rochelle is known for their supply chain majorly. Okay, so if you are into the supply chain management, it is always the best thing altogether. It is also known for tourism, but you do not have to worry about only La Rochelle, because La Rochelle you are going to study, but at the end of the time, for job opportunities, the entire France is open for you, or by the way, entire Europe is open for you, because you're a part of European Union and Schengen. So yes, you can. Supply chain is the best, and even our supply chain management program, as per the QS ranking, ranked 35th in the world. I forgot to tell you that. So our supply chain management is the best program you can find in France. So yes, if you are into supply chain management, there are a lot of things altogether in La Rochelle, by the way.
Okay. I'll take the last question now, and this is a common question from a lot of students regarding if you can, explain again about the scholarship opportunities and deadlines.
Okay. Scholarship currently is passing away from Excelia. There was an early bird scholarship was available, and it was available till Feb end, but I think so it will be a little bit difficult. So if you apply before Feb end, approximately 5 to 10% scholarships will be available depending upon your interview. That is an early bird scholarship, sir. So there will be an interview conducted from our side, and you need to pass the interview, and your marks should be good. So we have 20 marks around that. Approximately, if you have above 15 or 16, you will be considered as a good student, and you get 10%. Below that, you get 5% scholarship on the first year tuition fees. Apart from that, there is a scholarship which is coming from the French government altogether. AFIL scholarship is already over in December. And now the CHAPOC scholarship is available. CHAPOC, yes. So for that, you can make application. If you have a very good percentage, I would recommend you to start making application ASAP, because we will be closing our application for CHAPOC, I think so, in the Feb end. We have to send the student name from our side. What we do is that once we get all the students, we select few students who are very good in the academic, and we create a file and send it to the CHAPOC team. Okay, and if you get selected, 50% scholarship or some of the fees or something, in detail information for the scholarship, you will be able to get it from the Campus France or the manager who will be taking care of your CHAPOC thing. Once I'll complete the application, I will attach you with him so that he will be able to give you more information about it. But if you're really interested into it, I would recommend you, if you're a good student with a good percentage, make an application before 15th of Feb, so we can complete your application on time for those scholarships.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, CEO. With this, we have come to the end of the session, and I would like to thank CEO for taking out time today and doing this wonderful, informative session for all of us. And I hope that this session must have helped students in deciding their, career prospects in France further. And before I end the session, I will request CEO to please share some words of wisdom with the student that can really help them and boost their energy to apply to universities or institutes in France.
See, majorly there is only one thing which you need to understand. If you are really looking for any of the universities or colleges in Europe, languages are very important, because every country has a different language altogether. We always think that English will suffice everywhere, but English has been spoken to only 5-6 countries altogether, like Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, UK, or some part of what do we say, Netherlands or something like that. Apart from that, if you see, most of the countries has their own language. We think US speaks in the English, but if you go into US, almost 60 to 70% crowd speaks in Spanish. If you go to Canada, they speaks in French. If you go to southern part of America, you'll see different languages like Spanish and other. In Europe, every country has a language of their own. It has an Italian language, Switzerland has a French and German language, Germany has a German, then French has a French language. So if you are thinking that, as I studied from English medium, and in India, like English has a very high weightage, it will not be similar in the international market. English is the most spoken language, I understand, as per the business term, but there are other languages also. And as per the financial terms and looking for an international career, learning a language is very important for you. Because tomorrow, take an example, if you are in the multinational company and you wanted to grow in that particular field, whatever you are doing, multinational company, what they do is they do not hire a fresh talent altogether from somewhere else. They like to promote a person from their inside company. Why they do that? Because this particular person knows the company as a whole. They understand the culture of the company, the rules and regulation of the company. So take example, they are currently into currently into France. They are working over there, and tomorrow they are opening a new branch in Italy. And in that case, if you do not know Italian, then it will be difficult. So somebody else will take that job from your side. But if you know Italian language, and if you can say that, yes, sir, I know this language very well, I understand that culture properly. I have worked here for 4 or 5 years now down the line. Now I'm looking for a higher authority things. So what they will do is they will take you over there and they will give you most of the opportunities over there, and you can grow in the higher hierarchies. Okay, and that's the reason in multinational companies, language is one of the important thing for you, because anyways we are going to communicate in the management field. Management field is nothing like technical field where you're coding and decoding in one certain language altogether. Okay, so in software industry also there are a lot of languages are now coming up, and there are a lot of different softwares are coming up. In that also the language is coming becoming a very important part. In communication, in management also the communication is very important. So try to learn language. If you're looking for September intake, currently we are in January. You have 7 to 8 months altogether. It's not about Excelia, but any of the colleges which you are applying. Start learning French or any of the language which you feel is better for you, which will enhance your career opportunities. Okay. Nowadays, most of the things are online. That is also going to encourage you in different things. Or you can give optimum time for your other things apart from your job. So if you are currently working, but as you are not traveling anywhere, at least you have that time which you can utilize to enhance your skills, which is required. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Apart from that, I think everybody is well versed about each and everything in detail. Nowadays, student teaches more than us at giving them more information. So I think you all will be knowing most of the things. Try to understand the language importance and get into that as early as possible. Okay, so thank you very much for visiting and attending this webinar. Thank you, Shiksha, for giving me an opportunity to explain and present my school here. Okay.
Thank you so much, Suyog, for being part of this session today and doing this session for all of us. And thank you so much, students, for joining us today. And I hope that your queries must have been handled. In case we missed out on few questions, don't worry. Your details will be shared with the institute, and someone from the institute will get in touch with your queries. Otherwise, your details will also be shared with the Shiksha counseling team here, who will be able to help you with your queries further. And in case you still want to get in touch with someone from the institute, please let them know. They will be able to connect you with them. So with this, I end the session now. So thank you so much, CEO, and thank you so much, students, for joining us today, and have a great evening ahead. Bye bye and take care, everyone.
Bye bye.